Hey, oozes and bunnies, this is Eric. I am so excited to show you a preview from the One-Shot Derby culmination that we started in January. Do you remember all the way back when Campaign 3 started? We created characters from 3 different games. You voted, the people, on your favorite, and now we have a full-length one-shot available for patrons. Look at how chunky this episode is. Thank you to everyone who participated. It was a lot of fun. It was just like an idea I had walking around in September 2022, and now it's fully come together. I'm really thinking of doing this again, maybe in the middle of Campaign 3 to take a break. It could be really fun. If you want to listen to the full one-shot, listen to the sample, and you're like, oh my God, I want to hear it, join the Patreon now to hear it. Patreon.com/jointhepartypod. For just $5 a month, you get access to so much audio. All of our party plannings that come out bi-weekly, the Discord, and special audio like this, the Battle of the Brontes. We even created a video version of this, which would usually be reserved for the higher tiers, but we're releasing it to all patrons. So, check it out. Get excited. Patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Thank you, Zoom lady. Shit.
There's
Damn.
no Zoom lady. Oh no.
No, how am I supposed to start?
Finally, I was out from under the thumb of that Zoom lady.
Brandon dated Zoom lady in college. It's really acrimonious.
Yeah, you know.
It's really just on his mind still.
It's like,
okay.
I mean, if you're someone who calls all AI women crazy, I don't know. Zoom lady, Siri, Google, hey Google. I don't know how I feel.
Alexa.
Oh.
Who else's devices can we activate as you play them out loud in your home?
Alexa, play Join the Party. Did it
Hey
work?
Google, play Join the Party.
Hey Ford Taurus, start and back up. I haven't had a car in so long. I just kind of assumed.
That's how they work now.
No. Hey folks, I'm sure so many of our like Victorian fans, all Victor and Victoria, you all out there, doing Tell Me About It has poisoned me with even more puns as an acceptable form of communication. We're finally returning to Battle of the Brontes, the one-shot derby. Well, we've archived the radio footage from the 1940s, and we're returning to it and actually executing on it. We're so excited about it. Thank you so much for people who participated in the beginning. I know we got swept up in Campaign 3 and the fact that like we're really cool and invented our own sea shanty.
That's true.
But this has been so much fun, and we're really excited. I'm thinking about we should just do the one-shot derby just like every year. I don't know, just to stop and hold in between arcs or something. It'd be fun.
I would love it if we did that and then everyone started wearing hats every year. Like it became a thing, like a truly, what is it? What is the Kentucky Derby thing, you know?
Oh, that's what you were going for. I'm like, hats.
I thought you meant just like in our recording, like in character, which I'm also fine with. I know I wear overalls a lot, but I wore it today specifically to make sure that I'm evoking Angel here.
I do want to say that the one-shot derby did give us our first animatic we've ever had.
That's
on the
true.
show.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of
Shout
you
out.
just being terrible to me.
Well, as in life, as in D&D, and I hope that people enjoyed.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Well, we will include the link to that animatic and, of course, the link to Battle of the Brontes, the actual game, and Battle of the Brontes Plus, Welcome to the Sense and Sensibility Dome.
Forgot that was the full title.
The extended version that I created for actual play stuff so that we can juice this. We had so much fun playing Battle of the Brontes with our good friend G, who is at the highest level of our Patreon, that we wanted to bring this back and do it bigger and better. So we're super stoked. I think the first thing to do is we should reintroduce the characters that everyone fell in love with so much at Battle of the Brontes. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
That's
Love
great.
it.
But
Cool.
I'm looking at my character sheet right now, Eric, and unfortunately, I think my character died in between.
That would make sense.
Just from consumption?
Yeah, Amber Joe might be a ghost now.
That's
Cool.
fine.
There's mechanics in the game about what happens when you die.
I do like the idea that Amber Jill is like the dream of the mother. Like it's a real Rugrats on Reddit situation.
Oh, spoilers for Next to Normal, the musical that Amanda and I were obsessed with in high school.
Yes.
Oh, you mean
Rugrats
Once on
are
This
next to
Island?
normal?
I said Next to Normal.
Once on This Island performed only by white children.
That
you
was
meant?
elementary school, Eric.
Okay.
Yeah.
We never performed next to normal. We just liked it.
Yes.
Oh, so you feel closer to white children doing all Once on This Island? That's like a
Yes, clearly that's what I'm saying.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Eric, what happened to Scoot McGarry? What's he been doing in the last few months?
Oh, he died in the 50s.
Oh no!
Yeah. He from tetanus, I think. What's the most obscure disease you could get?
There's so
Obscure?
many that we just simply don't know the
Malaria,
names of
maybe?
because
Yeah,
they're obscure.
Probably salmonella.
Salmonella's a good one.
Yeah.
Julia, do you have a weird one that you only get from kissing a mushroom?
Diverticulitis.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Giardia?
Hmm.
Oh.
You only
You
get
like
that,
that
one from
one.
you get that one from drinking water that hasn't been treated because it has beaver poop in it.
Eric,
I
no,
thought that's
think
what they put.
that's-
I
Yeah,
thought
I think that's what they put on Chicago
Italian
beef
subs. What make it taste so good? Thanks, Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Joking.
It's a really vinegary disease. That's why people like it so
Yeah.
much.
Turns
Gotta
your
chop it up
bowels
real
into
fine.
vinegar.
Yeah, it's
Amanda,
that new
I think-
trend.
That's the first time that's ever happened to you and me.
Specifically, yes. Sorry, now that you're not a twin anymore because you died, I need to just kind of get in on that energy.
Gotta.
Incredible. I think that we should do this in twin order from oldest to youngest because this is very important for the way that the game is played. This is kind of the order that we do all the stuff in. So I will go first. So just introduce all of the character stuff that Amanda Lovely collected for us, and also remember your character voice. The only reason why that's important because I forgot that Mary Pruntwith has the same voice as Eric Silver.
Yes, she does.
Which I thought was really funny.
She's
It's
so tired.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mary. I'm so tired. I can see ghosts when I do my spiritualism. Mary's the oldest. She's the spiritualism one, much like Mary Todd Lincoln. Her gifted child power, which you can use to re-roll dice in Take on Tragedy. I can see perfectly in the dark, so you guys better not be stealing my sandwich that's in the ice box, which I'm sure you are because you're all terrible.
Maker, the one with the moist maker. That's a Friends reference.
I know. I don't like that Ross is in our setting.
I don't like it.
We were on a break we're gonna use that for one of the dances.
Who do you
Great.
think
simple
Bang
one.
is? Who do you think our brother is? It's Ross Geller.
Bang is Ross Geller. I love that. And my book that I'm going to have a masterpiece on, which is a treatise on the history of spiritualism that gets used as a primary source in people's state exams for U.S. history, U.S. and AP Euro history.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah, I remember we talked about DBQs for a really long
We
time.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We super did.
Yeah.
What's a TBQ?
A document-based question,
Oh, I
Brandon.
forgot about
Come on. It's almost like you didn't take the New York State Regents exams.
In the late 2000s.
Duh.
After that, I brought up DBQs on 3 straight podcasts,
It was
and
just
I'm
on
like,
your mind.
yeah, the state exams
Yeah.
for sure.
The only thing I thought you meant I thought you were saying BBQ, the underage bar we went to while we were at NYU.
Oh my god, Brandon,
Oh.
we could talk about BBQ for a full year.
Yeah.
So, do you know we went to BBQ the week before it shut down, the one near NYU.
Rip.
Wow.
And it was great.
R.I.P.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There was a guy, I remember there was always a guy outside of NYU, Julia, who would give you a flyer and say BBQ, BBQ.
Oh, I
BBQ?
don't remember that. That's
Oh yeah, he was the guy. It might have been just my year. I think when my freshman
didn't
year before you
experience
guys
that,
were
Yeah.
there. Hey,
Our,
Julia.
our underage bar was called Our House. In Boston.
It was also a Christian church.
It was also Kurt Schilling's house.
Yeah, you got me.
That's a Boston reference for everybody. Hey,
Thank you.
Julia, you're the second oldest. Let's
Yeah.
introduce your character.
My character's name was Amber Jane. She is the middle child, aka the bad twin, because Brandon and I got to yell out which one we wanted, and I yelled bad, and Brandon yelled good. Her archetype is the attractive one who all the boys want to marry, but actually has a passion, which is flower language.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you very much. Her gifted child power, which is extremely funny to me reading this now, is Sherlockian deductive reasoning. And the book that she is hopefully eventually going to write is a murder mystery romance about Victorian flower language.
Yeah.
And she does, in fact, have a Mary Sue insert with her name as the main character's name. So You're
I like the
welcome.
idea that a Mary Sue was an Amber Jane, but then no one really understood it.
Yeah.
So it became a Mary Sue.
It just translated to a different name set for sure.
I like the idea that these flowers kill and fuck.
They do.
It's really good.
They do.
Killer leaving simply a lily on someone's chest.
Yeah.
But then actually the lily was the killer. That's what you don't know.
Oh wait,
the person
so the
was a
main
cat.
characters aren't flowers themselves. It's just the language of I see now.
You use
okay,
the
Brandon.
Sherlockian deductive reasoning to figure out who left clues using Victorian flower
I
language.
get it.
No, I like this. That this is set in Vertistello.
Yes.
Amber Jane invented Vertistello.
Yep, that's me.
Hello. My character's name is Amber Jill. I did think that we should also have a maybe a triplet that didn't make it out or something.
Oh,
called
sure.
Amber
Too sad,
Jack.
Brandon. Too sad. Won't allow it.
But Amber Jack is good. Amber
Wait,
Jane,
hold on.
Jack
I have to
Jill.
check the. I have
That's
to
a
check the
fish.
game. We have a rule about triplets here.
You re-roll if
Oh,
it's triplets.
the entire table re-rolls if there are triplets or higher because that's too absurd for this story.
That's what I meant,
Correct.
Julie. I meant it didn't make it out of the gameplay rules mechanics.
All right, I'm sticking with too sad.
Yes, but I am the good twin. My archetype is the quiet one that was hurt by a disease.
Exactly.
And my gifted child power is that I make no sound while I walk. Is
Creepy.
it because I don't walk? Maybe I float. Who can
Maybe
say?
you
So
do
that
float.
whenever Amber Jill wants to get your attention, you're just like doing something around the house, then you hear over your shoulder.
Correct.
Or you just, Amber Jill just like floats behind you and waits until you turn around.
I'm not making you another hot cup of water.
We're
And
too
my
poor
book-
for tea.
And my book, it's just Amber Jill who's too poor for tea. Everyone else can
Yeah.
afford tea.
No, it's too spicy for you, so you're not allowed to drink it.
Yes.
My kidneys, I can't take any herbs.
Amber Jill just puts cut up pieces of celery into her hot water, and that's her tea.
That's spicy, man.
Too spicy.
Too spicy.
Her book will be a poetry book, probably titled Slouching Toward the Cold Side of the Bed, and does a lot of imaginative play with dust mites, and probably deals with the hallucinogenic effects of fasting. And fasting implies that you're doing it on purpose. I don't think she is. She's just kind of not able to eat.
A lot of bloodletting probably happening in that book too. You know,
Definitely.
classic.
This is such Emily Dickinson vibes to it. It's so good.
Yeah. You know, like the Apple TV show.
Someone from NYU writes on that, so I'm just like, wow, Ken. Cool.
Wow, Ken.
You continue to try to be really cool by writing on, like, John Mulaney as Thoreau. Interesting.
John Mulaney's in that show? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he plays
hate that.
Thoreau.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
It's odd. It's odd.
Hi, my name is Angel.
Amanda, the only one doing her character voice.
Oh, I did. I've been doing my character voice the
Sorry.
whole time.
Everyone likes me the best because I am the youngest and what the perfect one. It took them 4 tries, but the 5th one they got Angel, and they like me the best.
Angel's so mean.
My archetype is of course the baby. That's why everyone loves me. And my gifted child power is I can talk to cows. Because my siblings don't have very much to say, and so instead I talk to the cows about how I am their queen.
Amanda, this entire time when I was reviewing this, I was reading that as crows.
Well,
until
so
this
in the
exact
original
moment.
document, it said crows, and then Amanda said, "Can I talk to cows?" And Eric said, "Yes."
Oh, God, I forgot about that. So good.
Crows cannot trample my enemies like cows can.
That's true.
And so that is why I talk to cows. And I'm writing a primer. What about how to be a good sister when your sisters are very bad?
Rude.
It's useful.
So mean.
And it's going to be studied by children at New York University one day in their British literature class. And they will say, "Wow, Angel, I'm so glad you wrote these things down. And I am so glad that you were able to be a virtuous Christian even when your sisters were practicing black magics."
What? Well, one of us.
I mean, one of them is just a ghost, so.
It's not
Not
me.
yet.
Eric Silver.
And of course, we also have a brother named Bancroft, whose nickname is Bang. He is the second oldest, but the only son. So he is, of course, inheriting because primogeniture is the only way to do things. You can quote me on that.
Yeah. It can still get you pregnant.
They can, actually. So he got too much responsibility too early in his life, and he used to have friends. But then his friends became sort of social climbers, and so he stopped associating with them. And so he's just kind of like rattling around, not doing a lot. Mary is actually in charge of the family, but of course won't get an inheritance at all. And we also sort of discovered in play that Bang drank turpentine. That's not going super well for him. And of course, we live in the town of Pitchester, which is really fun. Papa is a colonial administrator who lives overseas. We haven't heard from him in a while. He might have a second family. He might be dead. No one's really certain.
Yeah.
Can someone remind me what a colonial administrator is?
So it's a white colonizer who's in charge of a probably not white community somewhere overseas. I assume probably India during the time period.
Yeah.
So he is like in charge of getting taxes and, and also malaria, because
hopefully has died from malaria. That's fingers crossed.
Or has a second family and just doesn't come home a lot.
Or both.
And Mama is, around sometimes, but frets. She is upper class, probably. That's how Papa got his cushy government job. And she has been in London for what she said was the season, which is, of course, when all of the young people like debut and there's balls and things. But she's been there for like 4 years. So Mary's effectively in charge as Bang is wandering around drinking turpentine.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah, dude. Wonderful. All right, folks. So we're actually going to end up playing the game.
Yay!
So all of you listening, remember in the episode description, just you can follow along with the Sense and Sensibility Dome, and also you can get the one-page RPG that is written by Oliver Darkshire. So you need both to play this.